Attorney General Pam Bondi has spent the last few hours fielding questions from members of the Senate Judiciary Committee. It's been a tense and confrontational hearing between Bondi and Democratic senators so far. CBS News correspondent Chanel Call has been listening in. Chanel, thank you so much for joining us today. Why is this hearing happening, and what have you heard so far?
Well, hey, Muga, good to see you. So this is an annual Justice Oversight Committee meeting, but it comes after former FBI Director James Comey was indicted by a federal grand jury. So some Democratic lawmakers now accusing the Justice Department of sort of going after people that are perceived to be enemies of President Donald Trump. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who you see here today, facing some questions about a wide swath of topics, of issues, including her handling of the Epstein files, also the existence of that so-called client list. She was also asked today, Mugo, about the Justice Department hiring January 6ers and the Trump administration's move to deploy National Guard troops to various cities across the country. Here's more on that with Illinois Democratic Senator Dick Durbin and Attorney General Pam Bondi sort of clashing over this topic.
Pam Bondi's testimony was under heavy scrutiny. In a surprising turn, she admitted to committing unlawful acts during her testimony. She confessed to signing documents retroactively to validate unconstitutional prosecutions, a move that places her in a precarious legal position and could result in life imprisonment if convicted. Her actions, including attempting to manipulate the legal process, could lead to serious federal charges, such as obstruction of justice and abuse of office. These charges carry the possibility of life imprisonment, and Bondi's position as Attorney General only makes these offenses more severe. In addition to federal charges, Bondi could also face state-level charges. Her actions, such as backdating documents to justify improper prosecutions, could violate state laws, and unlike federal charges, state charges cannot be pardoned by the president. The legal consequences are significant. If convicted, Bondi could face a lengthy prison sentence, with charges potentially stacking up to a life sentence. The severity of her crimes, compounded by her role as Attorney General, could lead to harsher penalties. Before we continue, if you're finding this information valuable, please hit the like button on this video. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel. Your support makes a huge difference and helps us keep providing you with insightful content.
It wasn't the first lie ever told before the United States Senate, and it certainly won't be the last. But what Attorney General Pam Bondi said before the members of the Senate Judiciary Committee this afternoon may very well go down as one of the most brazen, most shameless, most verifiably false statements ever uttered in that setting. Quote, the two-tiered system of justice is over? In fact, if Bondi's on-the-record testimony today served to prove anything out in public, anything at all, it is that a two-tiered system of justice has very much been operationalized, is the new reality in the United States of America right now.
Bondi's testimony clearly showed that a two-tiered justice system is still very much in play in the United States. Despite her bold claim, her own actions reflect the reality of a broken system. Legal experts argue that Bondi's attempt to fix unconstitutional appointments retroactively opens the door to federal prosecution. Court documents already show that the government recognizes her actions as flawed, and her efforts to cover up these constitutional violations suggest criminal intent. If convicted, Bondi could face multiple charges, including obstruction of justice, abuse of office, and conspiracy to violate rights. These charges carry the risk of life imprisonment. And the severity of these crimes, combined with her role as Attorney General, makes the legal consequences even more serious. Moreover, the political fallout from this scandal is undeniable. This case sends a powerful message about holding high-ranking officials accountable. No one, no matter how powerful, is above the law. Whether Bondi faces life in prison or cooperates with ongoing investigations, the stakes are high, and the judicial system is watching closely.